Every day, police officers across Canada put their lives on the line to arrest dangerous, violent criminals. Police are doing their part, pulling illegal guns, fentanyl, and violent repeat offenders off the streets. But thanks to liberal, soft on crime laws, the same criminals keep walking free over and over again. The officers are doing their job, but when is the justice system going to do its part? That's why today I'm launching a petition to tell this Liberal government that enough is enough. It's time to fix Canada's broken bail system. Since 2015, violent crime in Canada has increased by 50%. Sexual assaults are up 74%. Gang-related homicides up 78%. Gun crime, a shocking 116%. And extortion up 357%. And increasingly, it's repeat violent offenders committing these crimes. Criminals who are being released back into our communities on bail again and again. This isn't just about numbers. In 2022 alone, over 170 brave police officers were assaulted with a weapon while on duty, a record high. And in recent years, several officers, sadly, have been killed in the line of duty. Again, by individuals who were out on bail at the time of the offense. Police officers across this country are doing their job. And every day, 7 days a week, they're making the arrests, they're transporting the offenders in vans similar to this, and they're taking these criminals, these repeat violent criminals, to the courthouse every single day. The police van that we just saw dropped off repeat violent criminals in this courthouse. In fact, this happens every single day at courthouses right across this country. And within minutes, if not hours, long before the arrest paperwork is even completed by those officers who pulled those offenders off the street, they'll be walking out, not through this door, they'll be walking out through the main door. Let's go take a look. After promising the judge that they will abide by any and all conditions, justices around this country are routinely releasing these repeat violent offenders on the least restrictive terms, and they're walking out the main door to the courthouse every single day. Judges want to keep violent repeat offenders behind bars, but their hands are tied. Why? They're tied by liberal, soft on crime laws that force them to release repeat, high-risk offenders even when they pose a serious threat to public safety. And here's why. Canada's revolving door justice system is being driven by two pieces of Liberal legislation. Bill C-5, which eliminated mandatory minimum sentences for serious violent crimes, and Bill C-75, which introduced the so-called principle of restraint, a policy that dictates to judges to release the accused offenders at the earliest possible opportunity under the least onerous conditions. Now, it's not just concerned citizens who are calling for changes to these laws. It's police chiefs, it's provinces, it's municipalities, and local leaders right across this country. They've repeatedly, over the last 3 years, called on the federal government to act. Because victims and law-abiding Canadians deserve a justice system that prioritizes public safety, not one that keeps enabling repeat offenders to continue to harm our victims and communities. It's time to finally end these dangerous policies and support law enforcement so they're not stuck playing catch and release with violent repeat offenders. That's why I'm asking Canadians right across this country to sign this petition calling on the government, 1, to amend Canada's criminal code to make bail more restrictive for repeat violent offenders, 2, to repeal Bill C-5, which eliminated mandatory minimum sentences for serious violent crimes, 3, repeal the so-called principle of restraint enacted by Bill 75, requiring judges to release the accused offenders at the earliest possible opportunity on the least restrictive conditions. 4, support law enforcement and victim right advocates by ensuring the justice system puts public safety first and provides real consequences for violent repeat offenders. 5, and to work with provinces, territories, and Indigenous communities to ensure consistent and effective bail policies that protect all Canadians, regardless of jurisdiction. Let's stop the revolving door. Let's fix our broken bail system. For the last 3 years, this Liberal government refused to listen to the stakeholders that had been trying to put Canadians first, victims first, and to keep our community safe. The government has failed to act. It's time for us Canadians, to send the clearest of all messages to the federal government and to remind them of their number one responsibility to keep Canadians safe. Sign this petition and tell the Liberal government that Canadians are fed up with soft on crime laws. It's time to end the crime crisis our country is facing and restore safety to our streets. Like, share, and follow as well. Let's spread the message. We come first. Community safety is not a partisan issue. Let's send that message to the federal government. Thank you.